October 22nd, 2024. Reuters poll found Kamala Harris beating Donald Trump in the upcoming elections. The first black woman president of the land of opportunities, United States of America. But 4 days later, Donald Trump went to Joe Rogan podcast and it changed everything. Le Monde reported that Harris's lead had shrunk majorly.
Fox News poll finds Donald Trump is ahead of Kamala Harris by 2 points.
Win the state of Indiana.
He leads 19 electoral college votes to 3.
That former President Donald Trump is up 2 percentage points nationwide over Vice President.
Donald Trump is finishing strong in these numbers, and he's piling up the electoral votes.
Previous poll had Harris up 2 points.
And days later, the world saw how Donald Trump made history. But this is just one aspect on technology, the electronic media. Today on Nexus News, we'll be discussing everything related to how technology played a major role in the US elections. But before we get down to business, why don't you just hit that subscribe button? We cannot discuss the 2024 election without mentioning the incredible power of social media. Platforms like Facebook, X, and even newcomers like Threads became essential battlegrounds. Both campaigns utilized these platforms for targeted ads, rallying supporters and countering opposition. Through advanced data analysis, AI identified potential swing voters, tailoring ads directly to individuals who were undecided or leaned slightly toward the opposition. As a result, both parties created tailored content that resonated on an emotional level, influencing voter turnout in ways that weren't possible even a few years ago. But this didn't come without controversy. Questions arose about data privacy, misinformation, and whether social media platforms were favoring one candidate over the other. Regardless of one's stance, it's undeniable that social media played a pivotal role amplifying messages and intensifying polarization. The 2024 election is being hailed as the first AI-driven election. Both campaigns relied heavily on artificial intelligence, not only for campaign ads, but for predictive analysis. Using voter data from previous elections, surveys, and real-time updates, AI systems could predict voter sentiment and adjust strategies accordingly. Now imagine campaign managers watching real-time AI dashboards that monitor voter responses to speeches or ads. These data allow the campaigns to pivot their messages within hours, creating a responsiveness we've never seen before. By election day, AI had given both sides an advantage in understanding exactly who to target and how. But there is another side to it as well. Early this year, watchdogs and technologists warned that artificial intelligence would sow chaos into the 2024 US elections, spreading misinformation via deepfakes and personalized political advertising campaigns. Those fears spread to the public. More than half of US adults were extremely or very concerned about AI's negative impacts on the election, according to a recent Pew poll. In addition to social media, podcasting emerged as an unexpectedly powerful force. Take, for example, Donald Trump's appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast. It wasn't just an interview, it was a turning point. Podcasts have the unique ability to present long-form, unfiltered content. Unlike the condensed sound bites seen on traditional media, podcasts allowed for deeper conversation, which gave Trump a platform to appeal to listeners who may have felt disillusioned with mainstream news. Podcasts have built intimate relationships with listeners, which turned them into prime tools for political persuasion. By the time Trump's appearance aired, millions had tuned in, and the impact on his campaign was tangible, seen as an authentic reach to undecided voters. And that's not all. Trump, who was previously a crypto skeptic, changed his mind and embraced cryptocurrencies ahead of the election.
We will embrace them, including making America the world capital for crypto and Bitcoin.
He has pledged to make America the crypto capital of the planet and create a strategic reserve of Bitcoin. His campaign accepted donations in cryptocurrency, and he courted crypto fans at a Bitcoin conference in July. He also launched World Liberty Financial, a new venture with family members to trade cryptocurrencies. And just after a day of elections, Bitcoin saw record heights.
Bitcoin has been rising since November 5th. It's up by over 30%.
Bitcoin, the world's biggest, has now broken into new territory.
Trading at a record with anticipation of a crypto-friendly Trump administration.
Donald Trump won the election, and the crypto world cannot stop celebrating its seat.
Donald Trump probably helped win the election by embracing crypto.
SpaceX, Tesla, and ex-boss Elon Musk has been the most vocal Trump supporter in tech even before the election result was announced. In August, Trump said he certainly would name Musk to a cabinet or advisory role if elected, adding that the billionaire was a brilliant guy. Whether that would happen is unclear, as there may be legal implications, but Musk will likely have the president-elect's ear. In his victory speech, Trump said, "Let me tell you, we have a new star.
A star is born, Elon."
He's an amazing guy. But when it comes to other big tech companies, such as the likes of Google and Meta under Trump, we can expect a highly selective approach to dealing with the tech giants. Big tech corporations seen as woke or liberal like Google or Meta will continue to face regulatory pressure, while others, explicitly allied with or at least tacitly supportive of the administration, in particular Musk's X, and to a lesser extent Bezos' Amazon, may escape scrutiny. President Joe Biden tried to crack down on big tech, with his Justice Department launching antitrust investigations into Amazon, Apple, Meta, and Microsoft. Google also has an antitrust case from the previous Trump administration. While it is unclear if the Trump administration will continue this track, there will be major change at the antitrust body, the Federal Trade Commission, and merger and acquisition activity should increase. Trump's own pronouncements on AI have fluctuated between awe and apprehension. In a June interview on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast, he described AI as a superpower and called its capabilities alarming. And like many in Washington, he views the technology through the lens of competition with China, which he sees as the primary threat in the race to build advanced AI. Yet even his closest allies are divided on how to govern the technology. Musk has long voiced concerns about AI's existential risks, while J.D. Vance, Trump's vice president, sees such warnings from industry as a ploy to usher regulations that would entrench the tech incumbents. These divisions among Trump's confidants hint at the competing pressures that will shape AI policy during Trump's second term. As we've explored, technology played a multifaceted role in shaping the US election in 2024. From AI-driven campaigns to VR rallies and mobile voting, technology made the election more dynamic and accessible, but also raised new challenges around misinformation and privacy. So what does this mean for the future of democracy? The way technology continues to evolve will undoubtedly influence how campaigns are run, how candidates engage with voters, and perhaps how voters themselves make their choices. And with that, it's time for us to call it a day. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon. Your valuable suggestions are very important to us, so do post them in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video.